sometimes, cloud your thoughts a little bit. So I've always been one to have, the penalty takers pre-selected.
See, I'm the opposite. After seeing that in the Euros, when they were pretty much pre-agreed, because the England players have been doing well in training, the likes of Rashford and Saka, Sancho, and then when it came to it, obviously under that pressure, which I cannot imagine the pressure those guys are under. Yeah. But there were some players on the pitch, Grealish being an example of someone who would have put his hand up and said, "I'll take it there and then." But anyway, it is going to be penalty, so we will hand back to commentators to take you through this. Looks like Katie Zellam's first up for us, so back to Glenn and Dan.
Yeah, Katie Zellam, who is the captain of Manchester United, so in that leadership role, she is going to put herself forward first up. But I'm sure in the minds of both Lucia Garcia and particularly Ella Toone, they'll be thinking that United shouldn't be in this position. A couple of incredible opportunities as the game came towards its conclusion. It is Manchester United who are up first, which psychologically you could say it gives you an advantage, you could say it doesn't, but they are going to be the first to strike. Katie Zellam against Anna Liat, who made that really brave stop from two. Up she steps, Zellam into the top corner. Good solid penalty and an excellent start to this shootout for United.
Yeah, never in doubt. I mean, Katie Zellam is the regular penalty taker, and very rarely that she misses, and she does vary her penalties, so no matter what research they've done, they would have found it difficult to guess which way she was going to go.
Alicia Lehmann will be the first spot kick taker for Aston Villa.
Time for Sophie Bagley to make herself the hero of the hour.
Absolutely. It's the second choice. She knows that she's not going to get much of a look in the WSL. This is her competition, but she can't stop that. That is as emphatic as you like, right into the roof of the net from Alicia Lehmann. Wallop.
Yeah, good penalty. Sophie went the right way, but again, you're not going to stop those.
Already it looks set up, this, for a really high quality shootout. Hayley Ladd's going to take the second penalty for Manchester United. This might be the Conti Cup, but I'm sure that there are butterflies in the stomachs of these players. Up she steps, and it's well saved by Anna Liat. She probably telegraphed it, maybe a little bit too obvious for Liat that she was going to go back towards that side, and it's a good stop from Anna Liat.
Yeah, again, like you say, I think she probably did telegraph that. Hopefully United, it's early doors, so we can get back into this. But again, Rachel Corsi, a very experienced player, been around for a long time. So big effort from Sophie now.
Yeah, for Villa to put themselves in the ascendancy. Corsi into the roof of the net. Two exemplary penalties so far from Aston Villa. Bagley dived the wrong way, but even if she dived the right way, I don't think she was going to get to that. High into the roof of the net. And all of a sudden, big pressure here. Field at Boarisa to take the third spot kick. She was kicked from pillar to post in that second half. Not the easiest 45 minutes as far as she was concerned. Can she end her afternoon personally on a high? Boarisa, oh, squeezes that one home.
Perfect penalty, well done, Bill.
Liat went the right way, but I think you're right, Glenn. I think it was so far into that side netting. Yeah. Not sure if Liat maybe got a tiny touch on it, but it doesn't matter. It's two apiece. And now it's the goal scorer in the 90, Rachel Daly.
I'd be very surprised if Daly missed this. She was a regular penalty taker for Houston Dash. But
up she steps. Confident run up, but it has been saved.
Eat my words.
Absolutely. you can tell when a player's confident when they decide to make run-ups like that. You think they're going to be emphatic and smash it home, but Bagley gets across and makes the save. It's a really poor penalty. It's a good height for her to deal with.
Really agree with you there, Dan. A really poor penalty. Not normally Rachel Daly's style.
Well, Maya Le Tissier, who grabbed a couple on her debut. She's made waves early in her Manchester United career. She can do the same if she scores this. Le Tissier steps up, and I think Anna Liat got a touch, but Le Tissier's spot kick had enough power, and now Manchester United are in front 3-2.
Yeah, the short run-up, I'm never a big fan of those, but credit to her, she struck it really well. I mean, the Villa keeper has gone the right way on every penalty that United's had, and her starting position, she's actually starting behind the goal line and then giving herself some momentum coming onto the goal line.
Kenza Darley, the latest Villa player to step up. I think me and Glenn are probably in agreement that she was Villa's best player in that second half at least. Up she steps, Bagley saves! And now Manchester United one spot kick away from winning this shootout. She might have been the best player, but once again, that's a poor penalty. She almost scuffs it into the ground.
Yeah, another poor penalty. I would think it's probably Ella Toon coming up to finish it off, yes. Thought it'd probably be Ella Toon. And again, she'll hopefully be making amends from the miss at the end of the second half there. But credit Sophie Bagley, you know, you've still got to save them even if they're poor penalties, and she's made some very vital saves for United in this game.
Short run up for Toon. Oh, it's an awful penalty.
Two England internationals that have, you know, executed really poor penalties.
Well, they should be listening to you. Forget the short run up and have a normal length one. That's so poor from Toon. She couldn't get any backlift, so it's no wonder there was no power behind that spot kick. So the shootout could be extended past 5 apiece. Sarah Meerling, though, knows she has to score to keep Villa in the shootout, and she does.
Emphatic.
Top corner.
Yeah, emphatic
cracking penalty.
Yeah, really cracking penalty. She obviously does set pieces for Villa, so again, credit to her.
Well, the problem now is you're getting to the players who either didn't put their hands up or weren't selected, so you get to the stage where with penalty takers who you probably don't expect to find the back of the net. Hannah Blundell is going to step up. Whistle is blown. Blundell saved. Well, I think some penalty training might be needed as far as Manchester United are concerned.
Really disappointing penalties. Again, you look at the starting position from the keeper. She's starting behind the line. It's just giving her that little bit of momentum as she comes on to actually save the penalties. That's 3 she's saved now.
Well, Natasha Harding, who came on in the second half, and I don't really remember her having much of the ball, but she could be the shootout winner. Up she steps, saved by Bagley, and we go on.
And that was a good save.
That was a very, very good save from Bagley.
Nice height, but again, she's got to save that. Again, Bagley's been asked to perform at key moments, and she's done that today. Great save from Sophie Bagley. Look at the starting position from the keeper. She starts there behind the goal line. Whether that's legal or not, I don't know the rules on this one, but again, she's coming off there and it's just giving her that momentum.
I think as long as you're behind it, you can almost start where you want. Yeah. So I think from her point of view, it gives her the chance to leap forward as the kick is about to be taken. Anya Batya, saved again!
Probably the best save of the lot, that. You know, it was again a good height, but again a good save. These are international footballers, and it's really disappointing that they're not turning these away.
Well, the two goalkeepers are certainly making a name for themselves, and that's the position almost in a side that's most guaranteed. I don't think there's anything that Bagley will do in this game that'll make her displace Mary Earps, but at least Mark Skinner knows that he's got reliable cover. I should say Same with Carla Ward and Aston Villa. Up steps Maz Pacheco, and it's slotted home. And Manchester United begin their Conti Cup campaign with a penalty shootout loss. 1-1 after 90 minutes with Nikita Paris's first goal for the club. It was Rachel Daly who got the leveller, and Aston Villa have gone on to win the shootout. A case of what might have been as far as United are concerned. But full time, it's finished. Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 1. Aston Villa win 4-3 on penalties.
So a disappointing end that to the game. Again, United probably should have gone on to win, but ultimately lose via spot kicks. And some disappointing penalties there, Fabian.
Yeah, you know, a few of the run-ups, you know, were a bit obvious to where, you know, the penalties was going to get placed. The Aston Villa goalkeeper, you know, had a technique that I've not seen. She started, you know, 3 or 4 yards behind the line, and I think she did that so she had the momentum to run up and save. And, you know, hats off to the goalkeepers, because you have to save the penalties regardless.
Well said, actually. We should credit both goalkeepers who saved spot kicks there. Layat and Bagley both did well, but questionable technique on some of the penalties taken, which is a shame because in the first half of that game, United were very good and scored a really good goal with Nikita Paris.
Yeah, you know, they finished the first half strongly. The second half, they allowed Villa to get back into the game. And I think, you know, once you allow a team to get back into the game and then they get that goal against a run of play, you know, it's always going to be a bit hard for you to try and get back on top. And I think, you know, Villa were the better team in the second half. They
certainly were, and were deserved of at least a point from the game, but they get the bonus from the penalty shootout as well. So that's just about it from a mammoth morning and afternoon of football on MUE TV. We brought you first the under-18s victory against Blackburn. 6-1 they won. Unfortunately, the women couldn't follow suit, losing in a penalty shootout at Aston Villa. That's all from us. See you next time.